Greetings, boyos. What's up, brothers? I hope everybody's doing well out there. And I'd like to borrow your ears for a second and just have a conversation with you guys. Now, there's something that I think all of you guys should understand about women. Like, this is something that you should really get through your head. And can actually serve as a little bit of a life hack. It can improve your life drastically moving forward. Now, this is a life hack that I discovered on my mom's 60th birthday. It just clicked in my head out of nowhere. Me and my mom didn't have the greatest relationship growing up. We argued a lot, we fought a lot. I was kind of a bad kid. At times, she might have been sort of a bad mom. I don't know. Whatever. Her plate was full, I guess, so she's got an excuse. But when she turned 60, it occurred to me, boom, it's just like a bomb went off in my head, that the average person only lives maybe 75 or 80 years. So my mother was in the fourth quarter of her life. She is in the fourth quarter of her life, And that's assuming everything goes well, So at that moment, I just totally let go of any of the bad times that we had. Any of the bad memories, any of the arguments, any of the stuff that made me mad, I just let go of all of it. I erased it all. It was no longer relevant to me, and it never will be again. The only thing that's relevant in terms of my mother is that I get a chance to see her every time the opportunity presents itself, that I do it. That our encounters are pleasant, that we enjoy the time we spend together. That's all that matters. Because at that moment, I learned to value her life. Because life is precious, it doesn't last long. Everybody is going to die. You're going to die, I'm going to die. All of your loved ones are going to die. Everybody dies. That's something, and it sounds like it's a black pill, but it's not. And it's something that all of you guys have to get through your heads. A lot of people are jaded. A lot of men are jaded, especially. We see it on this corner of YouTube a lot, right? I see it in comment sections. I see it from other YouTubers. Terms like, she's not yours, it's just your turn. You treat her like a celebrity, she'll treat you like a fan. Where do these terms come from? These terms come from bad experiences with women. From experiences where guys have really invested themselves in a woman and they got burnt. So instead they just chalk it off as, she's not yours, it's just your turn. And they try to preach that to every guy about every situation and say every single man out there should view any woman that he encounters as somebody that is temporary. Somebody that will leave you as soon as they get the chance to, so you shouldn't invest too much in that one person. Now, I can see how there might be there might be a gem of knowledge in that statement, but at the same time, it sounds like it's coming from a jaded person, somebody who is experiencing a moment of insecurity. Same thing with phrases like, if you treat her like a celebrity, she'll treat you like a fan. Which implies that the person saying it has treated a woman very well in the past, and she treated him like shit. So rather than just say, well, maybe I didn't vet this woman properly, maybe I was married to a sociopath, a narcissist, and I was too blinded to realize that, and now I just blame all women, and I tell all men that all women are going to be like that, or all women are like that. That's a jaded mindset that no man should have. Absolutely no man should have. Now, follow me for a second. I know a lot of you guys are at this point probably thinking in your head, bullshit. Because you've been told too many times that you have to treat a woman poorly in order to get respect from her. You know, if you want a relationship to work out, you have to spin plates. You have to have other women around. You know, you have to make her feel like you don't need her. That is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Don't believe me, try this. Every woman you talk to, whether it's a woman you're approaching for the first time, a woman you've been with for several years, a woman you've been married to for a decade, think about this for a second. Now, not too long because I don't want it to destroy you, but I want you to think about it in your head. I want you to come to a realization that she could get in a car accident on her way home. Next year, she could be diagnosed with terminal cancer, and she could only have 6 months to a year to live. You just don't know, okay? Now, when you get that through your head, when you realize that that is a human being with a precious life, then you'll start to treat them like a person that you appreciate, a person you care about, a person that you think you need to guide in the right direction, a person that you need to protect and keep safe. And I promise you, unless you're dating a complete narcissistic sociopath, I promise you, she will return it to you. Your relationship with women, your relationship with other people, when you view them that way, when you actually care about those people, you care about their life, you value the time that you spend with them, you don't hold on to resentment, you don't hold on to the arguments and the stupid bullshit that doesn't matter. You just learn to value that person's life. Because make no mistake about it, every single one of those girls that these jaded content creators, and let me say this, if this is their thumbnail, if it looks something like this, they are jaded and they're not giving you good advice. But every single one of these girls, you know, these TikTok girls, these Instagram girls, OnlyFans girls, the girls out at the nightclub shaking their ass, drinking and smoking and sleeping around, every single one of these girls is going to die someday. So are you. But that's a realization that you have to understand. And every single one of these girls at some point in their life, they're going to realize how limited their time is. They're going to say, shit, I got to stop doing this shit. I got to settle down. I got to get married while I still can. I got to have kids while I still can. I got to get a house in the suburbs while I still can. Because if you don't do it, you know, early on, it's not going to happen. If you don't make it happen, you know, those things, you got to do that early on in your life. So as a man, if you can recognize this with women, so if she's fucking up, you know, she's hoeing on the internet, showing skin for cash or whatever it is she's doing. Now, this is kind of a cold hard truth, but as a man, it's your responsibility to guide her in the right direction. You know, it's not that hard to do. A woman might seem like she's out of control, like she's a brat, like you can't get through her head, like she's got an ego that's through the roof because she's young and she's hot. But trust and believe. If you're a dominant man, if you have backbone, if you're in control, you know, in control of yourself, but you have a soft hand and you know how to handle her like a person you care about, like a valuable loved one, not just like a slut, you know. Treat her like she matters. She'll conform. They all do. Don't believe me, try it. She'll conform, she'll straighten up, and she'll follow your lead. That's a fact. All you have to do is make it happen. But if you're one of these guys that's sitting around and you're like, oh, you know, look at all these Look at all these thoughts, these whores slurping men up. Ha 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 ha. They're all whores and thoughts. They don't deserve my time. You're kidding yourself. You're jaded because you think they're too busy being hoes to actually get with you. That's low self-esteem. That's insecurity. It's very easy for you to swoop right in there and put her in control, man. Straighten her up. She might have a bad attitude. She might, talk like a brat, but she'll conform. Shoulders back, chin up, start speaking clearly. She'll try to impress you. But all you got to do is lead her in the right direction. Right before I started recording this video, I just got off the phone with a woman that I met about a year ago. And I enjoy being single, but I do have a few good women in my life that I keep around, that I like to talk to. And she reminded me that her birthday was coming up next month. So I asked her what she wanted. And she responded with, "I just want to see you." That's it. Now, this is a woman who, we've been off and on for the last year or so. When we're around each other, we enjoy each other's company. We have a good sex life. I have never once had to disrespect her or treat her poorly. And she always shows me the utmost respect. But that's any woman I deal with. That's the way I conduct myself. And any man can achieve that. If you have an attitude of she's not yours, it's just your turn, or some bullshit like that, you're a wreck, man. That's very insecure, very low self-esteem, very low value man. That's a low value man trait. I don't understand why any man would carry that. That's not taking shots at anybody. I'm just saying, why would you think like that? That's unreal. But anyways, basically the moral of this story is just understand that little life hack, that small little tweak that you can make in your life. Understand that that woman you're about to approach, or any woman you meet in your life, no matter how out of control she is, her lifespan is very short, and so is yours. You don't have a whole lot of time. Women are going to say stupid things. Women are going to act stupid. Women are going to be crazy. Women are going to be shaking their asses in the clubs. They're going to be drinking and smoking. They're going to be uploading half-naked selfies on the internet. They're going to do it. They're going to say stupid shit all the time. They're going to do stupid shit all the time. Guess what? Women, by and large, are social beings. They're emotional beings. They like to be around other people. They like to get attention from other people. That's like what they live for. And males, on the other hand, we're very logical. We're very grounded. Most of us don't really want that much attention. We just like to go on about our business and live our lives. Now, both of these personality traits are necessary in a family, right? When you have a child, the woman's social skills, her emotional skills, her ability to nurture the child, it's something that we can't do, but they can do. So it's a valuable trait. But what you have to do, early on especially, is use your most valuable trait, the logic, the critical thinking, the ability to lead, the fact that you are grounded. So you got to grab her when she's bullshitting, she's doing all that stupid shit, shaking her ass, drinking and smoking. You got to set her straight in a positive way, but you got to set her straight. And how do you do that? Well, you have to be strict. You have to have rules and regulation. You have to have principles. You have to have backbone. You have to say what you want when you want to say it. You have to know what you want. You have to know how to get it, which is all very easy to accomplish, I should add. But on the other hand, you have to have a soft touch. It'll never work out if you don't have a genuine burning desire for that person. If you don't have a full understanding that that person could be taken away from you at any given time. And I don't mean by another man. I mean in a car accident on the way home, or illness, or millions of other different ways. Life is precious, and it's very fast. That's what you need to understand about modern women. That's something that every man needs to understand. The world is going to hell in a handbasket faster than ever. Let's face it, the last year and a half has been nuts. Now, I'm not a person who is afraid or even, half this shit I don't even believe. I'll be honest with you. And I think a lot of the troubles we've been through on this earth in the last year and a half have been self-inflicted. And I think a lot of it is intentional. I'll just leave that there. But one thing I will say is it doesn't look like it's going to improve. It looks like it's going to continue to get worse. That's where the trend is going. Even when all the problems seem like they're going away, the rules and regulations from government seem to get a little bit tighter. Your quality of life just seems to go down a little bit. That's why now more than ever, you really need to appreciate your loved ones and the people close to you. You need to value their lives because they're not going to last forever. Hope this video was somewhat informative. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button so you can rewatch this video later. That's about it for today, guys. LFA out.